exercises for door dashing pets, ones that want to sort of barge in front of you when you open the door. Instead, we're going to teach them a default wait until invited. Like with all our training, we're going to set this up so they can be really successful. So we're going to start with a door with no meaning to the animal that they're not going to want to desperately go through, to teach them the concept of waiting at a door, letting us walk before them. We're in front of a boring door, so this door just leads to the hallway, which has no meaning to Tina. So I'm just going to bring her over. And then we're going to break it down. So I'm just going to reach towards the door, click for staying in position. Then I might touch the door handle. Now if she stands up, the only consequence that needs to happen is that she didn't get bridged and rewarded, and if she stood up, we just asked her to sit back down again. You don't need to do or say anything else. So now we're going to touch the handle and then use it a little bit. But as they're doing well, you can keep opening the door further and further. Once you're able to easily open the door and have them remain in position, you can then try stepping through the door. So I'm going to open the door, just move my foot. So I clicked at the same time. The next time I'm going to do it and then click afterwards. Good girl. Break it back down again to something easier. So I was turning away, that seemed to make her think I was going to walk, so I'm just going to turn away slightly. Turn away again. Good, that's good. Good. Good girl. Mm-hmm. Good. Next time I'm going to walk through and then I'm going to invite her. Yeah. Good girl. So we're going to reach for the door, open the door, step through the door. Step through the door. Good girl. Oh, that's a bit exciting, isn't it? And then next time I will invite her through. It is. Good girl. Once you've been successful with your boring door, you can move on to the door that has meaning or you actually want to use the exercise for. Now, animals don't generalise very well, so once you've practiced with one door, it doesn't mean that they're going to understand with this new door, with all this new context, that it means the same thing. So it's good to return to the approximations, the steps towards opening the door, to help them out, to get it right. So, reaching for the door, opening the door a little bit. He stood up, but he didn't move forward, so we're just going to put him back in a position before we reward him. Now, of course, you'd be doing this with a lead attached if you were going into an unsecured environment on the other side. We do just need to be careful to not use the the lead to either stop or control the dog. Because in scenarios where you don't have the lead on, it's not going to be very reliable. So we want to make sure that the dog actually understands the concept without any physical pressure on their body. So in the scenario of a dog wanting to go through the door, whatever's on the other side has a lot of value to them. They want to go explore, they want to go for their walk. That in itself is a reinforcement that we can use. So after we've spent time teaching the dog of the concept of how to wait until they're invited through the door, we can then fade away all of the food and just use going out of the door as the maintenance reinforcer for this behaviour. Okay. Now if you also wanted to have the dog wait for you while you close the door or lock the door, whatever it is, just practice the same thing on the other side of the door.